What's the point of it all? I'm in a tough spot in my life. Like a lot of people, we find ourselves in a rough spot. We don't know what's going on. And what I don't want to do is compare. Obviously, it's somebody around the world that's starving. It's somebody in another country that don't have any of the luxuries that I have, that you have, that other people have. We have a lot of gains and opportunities and blessings in life. We have a lot of things people don't have. But it's like new levels, new devils. Once you get to a certain level, your tough time, your rough moment is not the same as someone else's. So let's not compare. It will always be somebody that's doing less or have less. It will always be somebody who's doing more or have more. But I'm in a rough spot, right? I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm trying to figure it out. Like a lot of you, what's next? But before we figure out what's next, we always ask, what's the point? Why am I even doing this? Why should I continue? We can come up with so many reasons on why. People will make up stuff because it comes from their perspective. It comes from their experience. Some people will call it coping. You don't want to cope with that you're doing something that may not be a benefit. You may be losing. You may have taken losses. You may have lost people. You may have lost your job. You may have lost your relationship. You may be losing your mind. Who knows? I'm not here to judge. We put it all on the table. What's worth it? How do you deal with it? How do you fix it? Nobody really knows. The only thing someone can tell you is don't quit, right? We already heard that. But dig deep and think. When it doesn't make sense, that may be the best part. Why? Sometimes you get stuck on just what you think is right. Sometimes you get fixated on this is how I wanted to go because I think going down this path will lead me to the best place, the best destination possible that I have. But you've never been there. What's your best destination? What's the best situation for your life? How did you come up with that conclusion? Have you been to the best destination and say, okay, I took a loss, I took a step back, but I want to go back there? There's nothing else beyond that? How do you know? You haven't found it. You haven't seen it. You possibly don't even seek a better situation. You see what I mean? So it's more like sometimes when we're confused, that's the best thing. Why? Because we just keep moving. But we keep moving without conviction or I know it all. I always say I don't know anything. I've read somewhere the most intelligent people in the world understand that they know nothing. Now, I'm not even calling myself intelligent. It's just my mindset will always be I don't know anything. I'm just somebody who like to talk. People listen to me, I like to talk. It is what it is. Who knows how long it'll last, right? We just do it to do it. If you enjoy it, do it. But you don't know what's best. You haven't seen it. But the moment you realize, I don't know what's going on, but I know I'm going to keep going on. I'm going to step foot in that direction. That's possibly the best situation. I'm in a tough spot. I'm just going to keep taking steps. My tough spot is not compared to yours, though. So, yeah, we're blessed. Let's get that out the way. We in situations that a lot of people wish they were in. So we're blessed, but it's all subjective. My problems are not your problems are not my problems. The way you see life, I don't see life. The way I see life, you don't see life. So let's not hold that against each other. We're humans. People who doing better than us still got problems. We may think they shouldn't because they may got money and they got opportunity and everybody know their name. And yeah, none of that really matters because, well, to them it don't because they're there. So we're outside looking in, they're outside looking in, but they're on the inside of the problems we're the outside looking into. So only they know what they know. Only they feel what they feel. But when you're in a tough spot and you don't know where to go, what's next, how you going to get out of it, man, sometimes that's the best situation. Be clueless. I mean, you start looking for clues. Take a step in that direction. It may not be the right direction, but going in that direction will lead you to the right direction. You're confused. Somebody else's perception is they know. But you being confused, you would take certain steps. You might make mistakes and learn from it. And you would gain a different perspective. You may even go further than the person who knew it all because sometimes when we're fixated on things, it's just a way of coping. We have to believe we know. Man, we don't know anything. That's the beauty of life. I don't know what's going to happen next. Do I need to know? No. But you want to know because it's human. We can't dismiss that. You're going to wake up and always be that way. But you somewhere in there, it's, okay, let me understand that I don't know what's going to happen next. Some of the geniuses of the world, I always bring this up, they don't think they're smarter than people. You know what they think? They think because they spend more time on problems that they figure things out more than people. So then the people who don't figure things out consider them geniuses. Sometimes when you're clueless, it's uncomfortable, but it's possibly the best situation. You don't know what's going on. And you start to think the worst. You like, damn, I lost my job. What do I do next? I lost my girlfriend, my boyfriend. What do I do next? I'm broke. What do I do next? Somebody talking about me. What do I do next? Someone's laughing at me. Hell, we can go political. Something happened based on the new laws in the United States of America or anywhere in the country. What do I do next? Who knows? I don't know what the hell you're going to do next. I can run my mouth and give you some type of idea or advice, but is it really advice? A lot of people won't say this. Don't look up to people on the internet and, well, you could just say YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Don't look up to YouTubers. Like, you can consider me a YouTuber, right? I'm on YouTube. Okay. Don't look up to me. And I say that in my humble way, my humble mind, because I understand I can't really tell anybody what to do. And I know no matter what I have or who I know or what anybody has or who they know, nobody's really better than you as a human being. When it comes to situations and maybe, a way of doing things, like a skill set, the way of getting things done, yeah, they may be, they may be way more efficient. They may be way more experienced. They may be blessed, talented, gifted, whatever. But as a human being, we all live and die. Yeah. Nobody's really better than you. I'm not better than you. Don't look up to me. If anything, roll with me. We're going through life together. I'm just the idiot who get in front of the camera and talk a lot. People say I talk too much. I do. I mean, I got videos on YouTube of me talking. I talk a lot. But like I always say, I'm always talking about perspective. Man, look, we don't know anything. That's why when we get in certain situations, we always say, why me? But going into that situation, we had an idea or what we wanted the outcome to be, but we don't really know. Now, when you learn from your mistakes, you continue to adjust and you might build what we call discipline to do it a certain type of way. But man, we don't really know. Who knows? Show me. Show me your blueprint in life where you just knew everything. Nobody has it. All we say is discipline. Stay focused. Write down goals. Yeah. Have goals. Have big goals. Dream so big and you look crazy to people. And try to get there. Don't try to get there tomorrow, but try to get there. But when you have moments where you're having a rough day or you just don't know what's life, what's the meaning of it? What's the point of it all? Sometimes that's the best spot to be in. You're confused. I couldn't sleep at night. Why? Man, I was just thinking. I'm trying to come up with some type of plan. But even though I have no plan or my plan is not what I wanted to be, have some type of motion, motion, movement, speed, destination. If you don't have the destination, at least have some type of movement and speed. I'm going to move with a sense of urgency to figure something out. But I'm going to always accept, man, I haven't figured out anything. That's the best spot to be in sometimes. It forces you to relax. It forces you not to rush, but keep moving. It forces you to take losses. It forces you to understand the risks involved, but it also pushes you to keep taking those risks. It forces you to accept the that it's uncomfortable, but you get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It forces you to see life for what it is. Most of the time, we don't know anything. We got to make the best of what we have. Don't compare. I mean, I know that's easier said than done. We're human. But man, if you can do your best to not compare, just don't compare, because you don't really know what people got going on. Nobody really knows. We don't know. I don't know. You don't know. Who knows? Somebody can say, oh, I know what's going to happen next. I already knew that. You said something that's correlated with the outcome, but you didn't know. That's why you sat back patiently and waited for the outcome. As soon as it happened, yes, because you didn't know. We got this thing in the financial world where they say, if everybody who's so good claimed that they know what's going to happen next, and they truly knew what would happen next all the time, there would be trillionaires and whatever come after trillionaire. People will have so much money because they know what's going to happen next. Why? If you know what's going to happen next, you will put everything into that outcome if it's in your favor. If it's not, you wouldn't put anything. So there's no risk. If you know what's going to happen next, there is no risk. Because if you know what's going to happen next and it's a good outcome, you'll go all in, because no matter what, the outcome is good. If you know what's going to happen next and it's a bad outcome, then there will be no risk, because you will put nothing involved, because you know no matter what, it's going to be a bad outcome. So you just put nothing into it. If it's a good outcome, you put everything into it. It becomes a great outcome. It's a bad outcome, you put nothing into it. There is no outcome. I'm not taking that risk. I know what's going to happen next. It's not good. Boom. If people can literally do that, come on, man. What we talking about? So nobody knows. We pretend we know. What's next? Who knows? Why am I going through this? It's up to you. People can come at you with, show me what you've been doing the last 5 years. People are good at judging others. I talked about this. People will get mad if you don't allow them to waste your time, and people will get mad if you don't validate their cope. Some people use you in your situation to act like they know it all to feel good about theirs. Shit, some people make money off of that. Sit back and show me what you're doing, but pay me to be your coach. These people can't even coach themselves. But it's easy to sit down and call out what somebody else is doing. It's easy to sit down and see what everybody else got going on and why they don't do it like me. Who knows if the people that's telling you not to do it that way are not doing it that way? Who knows? Nobody knows. But we're people. We're always seeking something. I got to find out because it's so uncomfortable not knowing. It's so uncomfortable not knowing what's going to happen next. It's so uncomfortable taking risks. Man, I've taken so much risk, I forgot how much risk I've taken. I forgot how much risk I've taken. I forgot the losses. I mean, I remember the losses. I remember the lessons. But in life, you're going to take many losses, friends, people hit me up sometime, and I didn't forget who they were, but I forgot about them. Like, I'm doing so much other stuff, and I may not be getting the results I want, but, these people call me or hit me up, and I'm just like, man, I forgot we even had those moments. I forgot we shared that, those times in life where we was kind of struggling because I probably went through something that was a little bit worse. I remember that, though. I don't remember this. You see what I mean? I don't remember this particular situation, but I remember that. But who knows? Nobody knows, man. That's the worst and greatest part of life. When you don't know shit, but you have to sit there and figure it out and go through it. It's scary, huh? Yeah. A lot of people act like it's not. I'm not here to fake shit. You just got to go through it. You have to. Because you're going to go through it anyway. If you don't accept that you're going to go through it, you will pretend like you're not, but you're going through it anyway. It's not even close. You're going through it. It's right in front of you. Life is happening all day long. What can we do? There's nothing we can do. But don't feel so bad because you're not alone. A lot of people act like you are. You're not alone. You right here with a lot of us, man. We don't know. But just keep moving forward. That's the best thing I can say. And even though you don't know, do something. You will figure it out along the way. But you're human, man. Sometimes you don't know what's next. And although it's uncomfortable and confusing, sometimes that's the best part of life. Because you're not attached to some type of idea yet. You get to make mistakes and see what's going on. And it's going to be uncomfortable, but you get stronger. Trust me. Once you come out on the other side, and you will come out on the other side, you'll be stronger than you were going into it.